What's up, peoples? I'm new to this whole YouTube screen. Hi. A little late on the countdown, but anyway, what up, peoples? I know it's been a long time since I've been on here. No one really looks at my shit anyway. Anyway, so a lot's been going on. Okay, so um, I don't know if anybody remembers that I'm with this guy named Gary. He's kind of a dick, pretty sweet sometimes. Anyway, so he's in jail for something he didn't even do. So he's still waiting trial. He's accused for some stuff, and we're still trying to find out what the hell. So anyway, we had a friend. Um, I'm gonna say her name because y'all need to be warned of these people because they're extremely toxic. Extremely. Her name was Jessica. And when she came over to drop off, this was on the 8th. This is the day before Mother's Day. She came to drop off a mower so my best friend slash neighbor can mow the lawn because that's what she wanted to do. I have a mower, but it kind of sucks. I use it anyway. But she came over, and here comes her little 15-year-old cousin, Alexis, um, right behind her. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird because she had a problem with my boyfriend at the time, like months and months ago. So I'm like, okay, if you feel uncomfortable around him, why the hell are you over here? Like, you're 15. You can stay at the house for a couple hours. Around Virginia, it's 13 for a few hours, and the older they are, the longer you can leave them alone. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So I didn't say shit. And everything was fine. Everything was Gucci. Having a good time and whatever. Just laughing and joking around. Next thing I know, I don't even know how this conversation started. I do not know how that shit started. But I do know that my friend, Jessica at the time, who's 30, um, was talking very explicit sexual stuff to this 15-year-old. And I'm sitting here like, that's kind of gross. I didn't know this was illegal, by the way, until we talked to somebody about that. We talked to a police officer about that. And which we are discussing that as well. But anyway, I'm talking about very explicit stuff. Gary, poor thing, he tries his best to advert the conversation to something more innocent because he's like, I don't want to be around this conversation. This is kind of a very weird conversation to be having. Um, of course, he's joking with him a little bit here and there if it's something that's not highly inappropriate. If it's a little inappropriate, he was laughing a little bit. So was I. I was like, oh wait, not appropriate. So anyway, but he talks about different things or whatever, and then eventually it gets to him showing pictures of us at the beach, and then somehow or another they got to facial hair when he got out the last time for getting locked up. He got locked up for not registering his email. That was stupid on his end. He did do that. He's dumb as fuck. So anyway, he's dumb as hell. So he came out and he had facial hair. And he was talking about that or whatever. And like, cool. So I was talking to my best friend at the other end of the yard, by the fence, because we kind of use our fence to hang clothes up. Yeah, we're poor. Anyway, so she was doing a laundry out there and I was talking to her. And next thing I know, I hear the 15-year-old, ew, I don't want to see that. I'm like, that was a little extra. And my mom vibes just started going. I'm like, oh shit, my mommy senses were going off. They were tingling. So I was like, okay. So, because he was showing a picture, and I don't know what picture that was, to be honest. I can't protect him. I can't say. So, like I said, all I saw was, I did see, he showed her real quickly, and then the phone rang. Like, she did not have time to even lean in and see that shit. So, anyway, so I went up to her, because he went in the house, sat in the living room in his gaming chair. I could see everything from the doorway. The whole time I was actually watching them because I didn't trust any of them, even Gary. So anyway, so I asked her, I was like, what did he just show you that he had to act like that? Like, and then she didn't want to answer me. It's like, okay. And then she said very quietly, I can't even fathom a way to even try to repeat how she said it, but she was really quietly. She goes, "Oh, it was nothing." I'm like, "Okay, if it was nothing, why would you act like that?" Hi, Anna. Sorry, my 2-year-old just came in. Okay. And anyway, might help if I actually turn it the right direction. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Roblox. 1 second. Why is it out of kids mode? How did you do that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Me?
I didn't stop. 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 Here. Go. Go in your room. Go watch Blippi or whatever the hell it is. So anyway, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, so when she went to go to the bathroom, uh, you're gonna come in here. Come on. Let's go in your room. Come on. Right back. Come on. You're not having that annoying crap. No. Come on. Enjoy. Watch chicken video, whatever that is. Anyway, what I was saying was I asked her, she was shy, she said nothing. Okay, so when she went into the bathroom, this is the second time she went in, she went straight in, straight out. I watched her because like I had this feeling that something's gonna happen. Like I thought she was gonna just steal something or just have, some sort of psychotic breakdown in my bathroom because she's done it, not here, but she's done it in people's bathroom before. She's on she has schizophrenia and she's on several different medications. She just got a Snowden. So yeah. Anyway, so I talked to her cousin and I was like, well, what did she see? And I figured she would have seen it too because she's right there, like on top of the phone. And she's like, oh, I don't know, I'll ask her when we get home. Or, well, she said, I'll ask her later. I'm like, okay. So I confronted her again. I'm like, what did he show you? Like, oh, it was just facial hair. I was like, well, why didn't you say that the first time? Why didn't you say that the first time? So I'm like freaking out. Like, what happened? Because it was so extra that it brought back some PTSD shit that happened to me when I was a kid. Back then, it wasn't pictures, okay? They didn't have pics, okay? Trust me. So anyway, so it just kind of freaked me out. I may have overreacted a little bit by really confronting the situation, but as a mom, that's my duty. So, and then I went to go confront Gary about it because I did. I'm a type. I'm very confrontational right now. I used to not be, but and he was like, I didn't show her nothing like that. This is what I showed her. So he showed me a picture of him laying down. This is when they were talking about facial hair, but him laying down with our newborn son at the time. He's 6.5. Well, he's 6, a little over 6 years old now. So he's like, oh, it was just this picture here, him laying down. Now, granted, when he first showed me how quickly he showed her, I grabbed that phone real quick because yeah, I can see how she could have thought she saw something because I thought I did too. I was like, oh, hold on, skirt, and give me the phone. So I just snatched that phone up real quick, and I went through his shit. He didn't have anything on there. I'm not saying he never had nothing on there, because I know for a fact he did, but that's not what's on there. That's. I mean, how the fuck? Look, I don't even know for real. I really do not know if he did or not because I would love to take up for him, but facts before friends. I am a factual person. If I'm not there to witness it, I cannot protect you. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. You know? So, but as far as the other accusations, so when she went home, she stayed here an extra like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, hour and a half to 2 hours later, she finally went home. And as soon as she was home, or probably on the way home, as soon as she walked in the door, basically, I asked her, like, look, if and only if he really did do that, you need to tell me because I can get in trouble for even possibly knowing something and not recording it. Okay. That's just how it is. Just you can get in trouble for that shit. So she was like, okay, I'll talk to her. So a little bit later, well, next thing I know, well, she called me and I called her right back. She's like, yeah, she's crying. He showed her something, she showed her this, that, and the third, blasey blasey. I'm like, oh fuck. I mean, look, if you really, really did, then yes, my suggestion is to call the police. Yes, on my own boyfriend. If it's true, you know. So, but it just I don't know. Like I don't know if that really happened or not. But there were so many other allegations. There was supposedly he touched her, he cornered her. I'm like, no, he didn't. Oh God, he didn't because I was watching all three of them. First of all, I'm main witness. I watched them like a hawk. First of all, I'm just an observer of people to begin with, especially when you're at my house. And I don't trust. I have a lot of paranoia. Well, I'm worried that you're going to steal something because it's happened. There's a reason why I'm paranoid. I'm not like psycho. Oh, aliens are going to get me type shit. No, I'm paranoid for a reason. People have stolen from me. People have slept with my boyfriend. People has done these things. People have had psychotic breakdowns in my bathroom. Like, look, that's my psychotic space. You need to move. you know, like I don't have schizophrenia, but I do have moments. Excuse me, I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten. But there was other accusations where they supposedly had sex. I'm like, with a 15-year-old? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not that day. Hmm. He went and risked his freedom anyway for that shit. That's stupid. But on that day, they never left anywhere. There's no way in hell he would get by with that. Even if he was that kind of creep. No, but I'm just saying if he was. Because A, there are 9 people.
Look how much I got. Boom.
Okay, that's great. Can you go play? I'm talking. Thank you. Later. Okay. But there were 9 people. 7 in and out. Or 6 of them in and out. Including my 2 young children. So there's no way in hell they were in my house. They never went in the car. They never went out back because my kids are out back. Never. First of all. Second of all, well, other than the fact that, there's a bunch of people in and out and I was watching them, as far as that day goes, I don't know what he does outside my house. But embarrassing as this is for him, it's part of the case. He has ED right now. I know I shouldn't be streaming this, but I need to let it out. I mean, why not? He tells everybody about my business, so I know it's wrong, but he does it too. So I just started doing it today. Like as far as the bedroom business, I never said it. He went around going around saying shit. So my turn. But he has ED. He can't. He can't get it up. Okay, I said it. So how is he going to have sex with a 15-year-old in under 5 minutes? I trained him to be quick. Okay, I trained this man to be quick because I have shit to do. I love sex, but I'm not addicted, and I don't have time for it very often. So look at this split, motherfucker. We got things to do. We have things. So I have things to do. So I trained him to be fast, but not that fast. So he can't. He can't. I've known this man for 9 years. Actually 9.5. I've been with this man for 9 years, going on February. Maybe. We'll find out. So as far as that, unless they're talking about another day, and oh God, if I do find out he's that kind of weirdo, then yeah, protective order, moving out, never around me or my kids. We have kids together. We have 2 kids together, and I have other children, which they don't come around. So which is a different sad story. But yeah, but it makes me sick because it was a bunch of different accusations. The original accusation I can't really speak on because I don't really know, but everything else. Oh, he touched me. No, he didn't. He grabbed your leg, like your kneecap. Y'all were playing. Y'all were just He was just grabbing the kneecap because that's a safe space. And if you don't like that, fucking speak up. It's your fault if you do not speak up. You have all these other people. You could at least went to your cousin, your safe person, your person, and said, "Hey, I'm not comfortable. Can we go home?" You could have spoke to me. You could have told me, "Hey, I didn't like that. Can you talk to him?" Okay. I mean, you need to tell him, but she doesn't like to be confrontational. She was like me when I was little, when I was a kid, minus the kind of the hoe part, you know. Um, because they were looking at because the 30-year-old was my friend at the time. She was actually showing pictures, um, dick pics, as you. I don't want a dick pic because it really was what it was, and I don't like saying it, but I'm not exactly a virgin, but yeah. Anyway, I know for a fact she was because I heard her at first, and then I happened to look down on her phone because I was standing behind her. She was in the porch. She was sitting down, and I was standing up, and I happened to look down, not trying to. Oh God! So I personally saw one of those pictures myself, but she's showing this 15-year-old at least two of her boyfriend's penises. I heard her talking about one, but I saw her show one. But she was basically showing two. She has three boyfriends. I don't know who the hell the third one is. That was sudden as shit because I only know of two. Her main boyfriend and the one that lives by 7-Eleven. That's all I know. I was gonna get more deets, but And yeah, so my thing is I think that she was trying to um cover up what she was doing. I'm like, there's no need to cover up. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything to nobody. I wasn't gonna make this a whole legal thing. I didn't know she was gonna do it though. Get him in trouble for something he didn't even do. Like I was here. I was watching everything that happened in my house. I was watching. You can see, and I'll probably show y'all later, but from my doorway, and everybody I've talked to who's been to my house can tell you, from my doorway outside, you can see my whole fucking house. Sorry for my language, but this is not for children. I do cuss. You can see my entire house and every entryway. There's no way in hell that anybody's gonna go in and out. The only time I did not watch them was I went to the bathroom and they were all outside. Because I heard them outside. You can hear their whole conversation in the bathroom. That's how small our house is. Our house is like a little. It's like a little duplex. No, it's like a little two apartments in one house. It's a really small house. It's like a little. It reminds me of like a little motel, like a little tiny hotel, little cheapy $80 ones. Mm-hmm. That's how small it is. Excuse me, sorry. But like I said, it's just the accusations for like 3 days. It was new shit. I'm like, why didn't you tell me all this for the first day? I got home. Y'all want to tell me all this shit later, and then like she wanted to. Then she was it the third accusation happened. Not the them having sex thing, but from touching and cornering her. When she wanted to be a fucking keyboard warrior out of nowhere, like you're disgusting. You allowed your grown man. I'm like, that's just weird how you said that. Like my grown man. He is not my grown man. He is a man. Do what the fuck he wants. I'm not responsible for what he does and doesn't do. I'm my own person. He is his own person. Just because we together don't mean nothing. I'm not controlling you. What? But you let him do this. You let him do that. What the fuck? And she's like, I don't hear no. bullshit excuses that you can't leave him because financially, blah blah blah. I'm like, first of all, he's grown, do what he wants. Second of all, I didn't let him again, did not let him do anything. If it's even a thing. Thirdly, I'm not pulling TANF off of all four of your kids or three or four kids like you are. No, no correction. She has four kids and she's getting TANF for two of them, I believe. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get to use my kids for money. Sorry, like you do. I don't get that privilege. Mhm. Mhm. Wrote to myself, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, I don't get the privilege of doing that because I was told I couldn't even because we're both on SSDI. So for a lot of it is for me, it's physical. There's some mental, but it's physical. I have a lot going on. With him, it's mental. It's him, it's mental completely. But like I said, so that's some bullshit that happened. And then she wanna say all that shit, and then she wanna cut my phone off. Um, because okay, so I couldn't get a phone in my name anymore, a government phone. I can't afford my own phone right now. I'm broke as hell. All my money has to go towards moving now. Because I'm literally a 10-minute walk from this bitch's house. And I'm so tempted to go over there and beat her ass, but I'm not going to because it's a charge, so I'm good. I'm doing good. Not trying to go to jail. The day he gets out today, I'll go back in. Like, your turn, watch these kids. I'll be back. Back next week. So, anyway. So, anyways. But, yeah. Like, my money's just gonna be for moving. I'm gone. I can't do this anymore. We're gone. We're out. Because she was so damn toxic. Like, but like I said, I couldn't afford my own phone. She turned it off because she got one in her name for SafeLink. And she promised me, no matter what, I'm not gonna be like Gary and like take your shit, turn it off, break it, whatever. I'm not gonna be. Yeah, I'm not really painting a very great picture of Gary, but you know, another day maybe. So, and then next thing I know, knowing that I need this phone, she turns it off. Like it's not just a cell phone for Facebook. Let me call my best friend. Like my best friend's actually like a door away. She's a wall away. Her walls are away. Our wall. So yeah, she's a wall away. Um, but she knows that my son has GERD. He has stomach problems. I have cancer. Well, pre-cancer. I'm not sure if it turned into cancer, or not now. I got it removed last time, but it could always grow back. So she knowing this shit and knowing that I'm trying to put my kids in school, knowing I need it for emergencies, she turned it off. Like I would have never done that shit to nobody ever. I wasn't even gonna bring so she decided to make it personal and bring my kids into it. I'm like, not only did you ruin Gary's life, you ruined mine and my innocent fucking children's life. Like now, they haven't had a dad. Well, they haven't really had much of a dad, but before. But hopefully that'll change. Haha. But they haven't seen their dad all week. And we're used to him being gone all day, every day. If he's not gone, he's in the room by himself. Again, not painting a pretty picture, but despite all that, being a dick, he can be a nice guy. You know. So, but like I said, I would have done all that. Like, they made my kids suffer. There's a possibility that if I can't get these bills straight, me and my kids are gonna be homeless. Correction, I'm gonna be homeless. I'm gonna hand my kids to my best friend / their aunt for a little while until I get my ass, straight. But the thing is, because I'm worried, today's bill day, and like he's the one that's been taking care of the bills for 7 years. Well, six something years, almost 7 years. Because when I was pregnant and then when I had my son, I was in bed rest both times. First time because I had a complicated pregnancy and then I had a C-section. So when he got out, he was well, before, and then when he got back out, he was responsible for the bills. It wasn't a lot of bills. It was just two. It was just electricity and then rent. That was it. And I paid that. I was pregnant. That's probably why I was in bed rest because, well, it was one of the reasons because I did a lot and I would walk everywhere with the wagon to go. Yeah, 9 months pregnant, ready to go. Well, almost nine. I almost made it no 9 months, but yeah, because I was walking around. I used to live on Princess Anne, so which is easier for me at the time. I thought it was hard then. No, I live in Mayfield now. It's like, oh fuck, I don't want to. Like today, I gotta walk. I gotta walk to town today. I'm like, I don't want to walk. I don't drive. I don't drive because I'm partially blind. License for a few years. Yeah, pay all that money for a car, for plates, for a license, to blah blah, all gas, and for what? Just for a couple months to a year? Because my doctor said with well, by the time probably a couple years anyway. By the time I, mm, excuse me, by the time I turn 40, I'm gonna be blind, if not completely, then almost completely. So what the hell is the point of getting my license, saving all that money? Do you realize how long it's gonna take me to get this money because I'm on disability? I only make like not even 780. No, correction. It is 780. Around that. And but all of that, my rent is $800. We gotta split that. And then there's diapers, there's wipes, there's medication that Medicaid doesn't always pay for. They have been so far, but yeah, doesn't always. So, I mean, there's all kinds of crap. There's stuff for the house. There's toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? There's dish liquid. There's guess who's paying for it? Me. I don't have a job. He had like a somewhat of a job. It was like under the table type thing. It wasn't like an actual job, but he did get some money, and he was the only one at the time making that money. So I'm sitting here like, where in the hell is this to come up with this money? Get a sugar daddy? Good luck with that because they always want my passwords. Like, yeah, baby, I'll send you some money. Give me your password and Why do you need my password to my card, sir? That's not how you add money. Do you not know how the bank works? And why do you gotta have my credit card or my bank card? I have PayPal. PayPal me. Here's my shit. Here you go. It's all you need. You ask me for my PayPal, or if you ask me for my password to anything, we're done. Don't even speak to me. I know you're fake. So it's bullshit. But like I said, it's just a lot going on. Luckily, my best friend though, but going back to the phone. Luckily, my best friend Jennifer, she got me a phone in her name. I almost lost it the other day. That was my fault though. It's so thin. It's so small. Ugh. It fell out my purse. I didn't even hear it. Like I heard the papers because I had papers in there. I couldn't zip it all the way because we made me and my kids made. Well, I got the kids to make like thank you cards for everybody in the school and the food mobile. Yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. Sorry, something on my keyboard. Get off. Anyway, so I stuffed it in there. I didn't want to like fold it too much or tear it or so I left my zipper open just a little bit, and that was just enough for my phone to fall. But I didn't know. I heard the papers. My son grabbed them real quick, handed them to me. I went across, went to go look for my phone in my purse because I like to take pictures, and I also wanted to see the time. And I was like, "What the hell, my phone? I know I put it in there." All right, so I started walking up and down the sidewalk like we usually do. And then I was also trying to see where my phone was at. I know it wasn't over there, but I was just trying to look around too. I was like, well, I don't see my phone. It was right across the street the whole time. I didn't even see it. I can't see it, but so far I'm partially blind, like I said. But my neighbors, I mean, I guess his son or his friend or something, see, they found a phone. I'm like, oh, did you find a phone? Like, yes, that's mine. Thank you so much. And he's like, oh, you, I wish I had that kind of money. I was like, well, that's not my phone then. You better return it to the rich person. Like, I'm just playing. Like, yeah, I know. Thank you. You just joking around. Like, ooh, I wish I had that. Like, me too. I don't know what phone you're looking at. So, sorry if I'm a little bit everywhere and a little bit chatty because I haven't been able to really vent about this too much. I'm like, I have, but to a couple of people who really don't care. You know, I know they're tired of hearing about it, but I'm not boohooey like I was the first time he got locked up. That was actually his fault. Um, yeah, because I found out he was cheating. I already knew he was cheating on me, and he told me in January, but he's still cheating on me. So I know you're not waiting on the part where he's a nice guy, right? Where's that part at? I'm like, yeah, he's not really painting himself a great picture. So at this point, I don't even know if we're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend. That sounds like a 15-year-old thing to say. Sorry. I'm just getting too old for boyfriend girlfriend shit. Like, we've been engaged for fucking almost 9 years. So I was a nice person when we met. I am a nice person, but I'm also a bitch. I'm the nicest bitch you'll ever meet. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna message my best friend and see, because she's gonna help me with this whole bill thing. Yeah, she's gonna help me with this whole bill thing. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done. I know I'm 37 years old almost, and I haven't. Oh, July. I haven't done these in 7 years, almost 7 years, since I was pregnant with my son. He took over, and then when he went to jail, I took over for a while, and when he got back out, I gave him my. Everybody's like, here, I'm doing everything with the kids. I'm doing everything with the errands, the bill. Like, you're doing everything with the bills. Okay, I do everything at home. But it shouldn't even be like that. That ass. It should be. It's supposed to. When it first started. When it first started. Oh god. Ow. That hurt. Oh, my elbow. Anyway, when it first started, it was half of everything. Like, he helped me with the house. I helped with certain bills. Blah blah blah. Just it's good, but it's super sweet. So I got a lot of sugar. I didn't realize that until I got home. And I gave the kids like 2 servings of these. I'll put this in a different cup for them. Cane sugar and honey. That's a lot. 42 grams of sugar for the whole thing. God. But like I said, everything was half. Like, he would take care of the shitty diapers because I couldn't handle it at the time. I could, but if I had to, but he couldn't. He could not and cannot handle baby vomit to this day. So, we split that, split some of the bills. See, I think he paid rent. I paid electricity. Might have been the other way around. I don't remember. You know, he helped me with the housework. Next thing I know, a couple years after we move up here, I'm doing literally everything. I do the dishes 3 times a day, and I'm tired of it. Like, nope, it can be full until tomorrow. I'm done. I vacuum, I mop, I sweep. Well, I don't actually sweep that much. Anyway, I do the dishes. I feed the kids. I change them. I bathe them. Make doctor's appointments. I schedule everything. Schoolwork. I help them with school. I help them with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you name it, I do it. I do it. I take them out for fun. He doesn't at least take them. He's supposed to be the fun dad. You're supposed to be taking them out and shit. Mm-mm. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I think I got a Facebook message. Something, notification. I'm tired as hell, but I gotta walk. I don't want to get ready yet. I'm debating on whether I want to shower or not. I know it's gross, but I'm gonna be walking to town sweaty anyway. What's the point in taking a shower? going down there getting sweaty and come home, take another shower. I'm gonna take another. Well, I'm gonna take a shower when I get back. My bird bath. So I do that if I don't bathe or shower. I do bathe and I do shower, but in between, I do wash up. Like I don't go days without a shower or anything. That's gross. But I do, until the next day. I wash up my faces. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I will vlog, vlog, whatever, later. All right. Sorry for the long post. It's been a minute since I talked to anybody. Bye.